more than 17,500 people have signed an online petition calling on the UK government to honour the triple lock in full in April 2024 ahead of the annual state pension uprating announcement expected to be made by Chancellor Jeremy Hunt during the autumn statement on November 22. An official statement on the proposal is now due as the UK government responds to all petitions that receive more than 10,000 signatures. Under the triple lock policy, the state pension increases each year in line with whichever is the highest between average annual earnings growth from May to July, 8.5% with employee bonuses or 7.8% without. The Consumer Price Index (CPI) inflation rate in the year to September, 6.7% or 2.5%. Speculation has been mounting in recent weeks that the UK government may make changes to the triple lock to curb ever-increasing costs of the state pension and opt to use the lower wages growth figure of 7.8% instead of the 8.5%. However, petition creator Gary Graham is calling for the policy to be honoured in full to keep pensioners' total incomes from falling too far below inflation. The petition, posted on the Petitions Parliament website states, the Conservative Party's manifesto promised to keep the triple lock. This increases state pension by the highest of inflation, wage growth or 2.5%. Headline wage growth was 8.5% in May to July 2023, but there is speculation that the UK government might use a lower figure. The full increase should apply. The triple lock does not mean that pensioners' total incomes are increasing in real terms. It only applies to state pensions. Many workplace pension increases are capped at 2.5% or 5%. Annuities and pension protection fund compensation are frozen for many. It adds, the triple lock helps keep pensioners' total incomes from falling too far below inflation. Commenting on the future of the triple lock, Son Steele, head of tax at the UK's leading integrated wealth management and professional services firm Eveline Partners, said, this year's bumper 10.1% state pension hike added £11 billion to spending on the state pension in 2023-24, according to the IFS, and the 8.5% hike now penciled in for April means it will cost the Treasury £2 billion more in 2024-25 than the OBR forecast at the spring budget. Since average earnings growth for the May to July quarter came in so high, at 8.5% including bonuses, there has been speculation that the UK government would adjust down the prescribed rise for April to the excluding bonuses rate of 7.8% to save some money for the Treasury. While this would inevitably lead to accusations of watering down the triple lock, it is arguably quite a sensible alteration. The surprise is more that successive governments have allowed bonuses to be included in the calculation, as they are volatile and something that only a small proportion of the working population benefit from, and this year's figure was particularly distorted by a one-off NHS deal. This would have been an obvious and relatively uncontroversial reform to the triple lock had the authorities implemented it even just earlier this year, when it was already clear that costs to the Treasury from state pension increases were escalating rapidly. But now the dialogue over the triple lock has become charged by election politics. Any reduction in the current slated increase will doubtless be a matter of controversy. The full, new state pension is currently worth £203.85 per week. Operating using the lower wages growth figure, 7.8%, would see people receive £219.75 each week, while under the 8.5% figure it would be £221.20. Those on the maximum basic state pension would see payments rise from the current £156.20 a week to £168.40 under an uprating of 7.8% and £169.50 with 8.5% estimated state pension payments from April 2024. The estimated calculations show the current annual rates for the full new and basic state pensions. How much someone receives depends on the number of years' worth of national insurance contributions. Around 35 is needed for the full new state pension, but this may be more if you were contracted out. Find out more here. These estimations are based on the wages growth at 7.8%, excluding employee bonuses, and 8.5%, including employee bonuses. Figures have been rounded using the UK government's rounding policy. Current annual full new state pension, £10,600 weekly, £203.85 every 4-week pay period, £815. 47.8% uprating April 2024, £11,427, up £827, weekly, £219.75 every 4-week pay period, £879. 008.5% uprating April 2024, £11,502, up £902, weekly, £221.20 every 4-week pay period, £884. 80. Get the latest record money news. Join the conversation on our Money Saving Scotland Facebook group for energy and money saving tips, the latest benefits news, consumer help and advice on coping with the cost of living crisis. Sign up to our Record Money newsletter and get the top stories sent to your inbox daily from Monday to Friday, including a special cost of living edition on a Thursday. Sign up here. You can also follow us on X, formerly Twitter, at @recordmoney_ for regular updates throughout the day. Current annual full basic state pension, £8,122 weekly, £156.20 every 4-week pay period, £624. 87.8% uprating April 2024, £8,756, up £634, weekly, £168.40 every 4-week pay period, £673. 55.8% uprating April 2024, £8,814, up £692, weekly, £169.50 every 4-week pay period, £678. The Chancellor will deliver what could be a make-or-break fiscal statement at 12:30 on Wednesday, November 22, as the UK government and an ascendant Labour opposition gear up for an election year. Join the Daily Records WhatsApp community here and get the latest news sent straight to your messages.